call this meeting of New Iberia City Council to order. We have the prayer and the pledge led by Councilman Raymond Lewis. Should do Lewis.
All heads bow. Heavenly Father, we come this evening thanking you for your goodness and your mercy. We thank you for preparing us, putting us in a time and a place to prepare us with the words of wisdom, which is the Holy Bible. We ask prayers and blessings upon our city and all throughout the nations. We ask a special prayer for the Lockett family as they suffered tremendous loss in the school district as well, and the children of St. Landry Parish, St. Mary Parish, and Iberia Parish has suffered that loss. Lord, have mercy upon us and forgive us of all our many sins in our day-to-day walk with you. With all these blessings, I ask in Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice.
Roll call.
Councilmember Diana Roban.
Present.
Councilmember Peggy Trapp.
Here.
Councilmember Robert Swear.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dan Doyle.
Here.
Councilmember David Merrill. Councilmember Raymond Lewis.
Present.
And Councilmember Calvin Bagno.
Here.
Mayor Curry, you have a quorum.
Thank you. We do not have anyone who has requested to address the council, so we'll move on, but I will ask everyone to please place their phones on vibrate. The next agenda item is Agenda Item 2, acceptance of the minutes of the November 17th, 2015 meeting as published on Friday, November 27th, 2015.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bagno.
Second.
Second by Mr. Lewis. Is there any discussion? Any objection? No objection, motion carries. Persons to address the council, we have Mr. Paul Shakesnyder here this evening, and we also have Dan Spiller Jr., and we have Karen Alvarez with the group, and they're going to present their design for the proposed George Rodriguez Memorial Park at 211 East Main Street. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. Like the mayor said, we're a very small group that's planning to create a pocket park in honor of George Rodriguez. The park will be at 211 Main Street, East Main Street. That's where the Masonic Lodge was located. The law firm Landry, Watkins, Repask, and Bro are the current owners of the property, and they have graciously agreed to work with us to make this park a reality. George Rodriguez is, maybe you know or not know, he was a native of New Iberia and he loved New Iberia. His contribution to Acadiana, Louisiana, and the world was incredible. This park will honor his long career as a gifted artist, community leader, an arts advocate, and a philanthropist. In the park, we're going to feature his world-famous blue dog. It's going to be a 8-foot, 3-sided metal sculpture. And then also, we plan to have a mural which features his iconic oak tree. You know, he started out painting the landscape of where we live, and he always included a black, really dark oak tree in the background. And then through the years, he's added, you know, the Cajun people and our heritage and the culture. And then, you know, the blue dog showed up. So we're trying to span everything of his career in the park. Also featured in the park will be, you know, low maintenance landscaping, lighting, benches, and of course parking. You know, we certainly need more downtown parking for events, and that'll be part of it. We plan on reusing some of the bricks actually from the Masonic Lodge that they have saved, and we would like to build back some of the walls to highlight, one of them to highlight a timeline of George's art career, and also to show public, displays of art. We also, on the Masonic Lodge was a plaque that talked about the history of that building. I believe it was the old courthouse at one time, and we still have those old plaques, and we'd like to put that in there. So we believe that this park will be another tourist destination for visitors, and certainly we'll have more parking, and it's always great to have more art. As an artist, I can say that and believe that it's really true, that more public art is a great thing. We have tremendous support for this park already. The On Tap group, the On Tap Foundation, has recently chosen this park as their project to help, and they're going to help fund it partially through their Dragon Boat race, which is in April, and so some of those proceeds will help us. We also, someone pledged $10,000 just for the mural, and so we're gonna honor that for sure. We're gonna hold that to them. But we just wanted to share our excitement, with y'all to the park about the project, and we'd like your support on this. And we welcome anybody's input and help, certainly. We're in the process of creating different levels of giving, and all of that stuff is being worked out. So that should come real soon.
Questions, okay.
Any questions,
Mr.
Do we have
comments?
an estimated cost of what the project will be?
This is Dan Spiller. He's the one that designed the park.
Well, he threw that at you
He's
fast,
a
didn't he?
landscape designer. You can share that with him.
I mean, I think what we're looking at, phase one would be this kind of the front portion, which you're looking at on the
Okay.
screen. Somewhere in the realm of probably $400,000 to do that part of the park. The Rodrigue, the three-sided blue dog statue is alone by itself about $50,000. So, and a lot of that money is strictly, concrete, that kind of stuff. It just, it's a very simple design, but materials are expensive. So,
Mr.
Will
Lewis?
you have any green
Go on.
space?
We'll get Mr. Rack up.
Go ahead, Mr. Rack.
Will you have any green
Just having
space
trouble
in there,
rotating.
like
yes.
grass?
Yeah, we do. We have it's that site plan kind of shows it. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna try to pull it up.
Anything
That first page on your sheet that we handed out is the site plan,
Yeah.
Looking down on it. You can locate Main Street. All the round circles indicate trees. There we go.
or oak tree?
And the last page, Mr. Rack kind of gives you an idea.
The space of the park, the first phase we're talking about is roughly the foundation of the Masonic Lodge.
It's
Yeah, a
roughly
huge-
the size of the building that was
Right.
there.
Right.
Which the building was, in reality, it was a pretty sizable footprint.
What kind of trees y'all want?
A lot of them are sweetback magnolias. There are some cypress trees in there. We're not proposing any huge live oaks or anything because there's not the room for it on this site. So
Mr. Lewis, did you have a question?
Yeah, I just was curious because if you back up, that Blue Dog appears, and I know they have a Blue Dog's restaurant. I was just bending over asking Mr. Bagno, actually, I'm curious, on Pinhook.
Right.
Is that owned by him or the
Yes.
family?
Right.
Because I know
Yeah, I had lunch with Wendy, that's George's wife, and his son Jacques, and they told us they came to New Iberia to look at the museum, and then they were leaving to go to Lake Charles tomorrow because they were opening another Blue Dog restaurant there.
it's
So,
my,
yeah.
I just was curious
Yeah.
because my son's been taking me the last two Father's Day over there on Pinhook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's-
enjoy the food.
George's son, what's his name? It's not Jacques, it's his other son is a chef,
Right.
Andre.
Andre.
Andre, yeah, good food.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Doyle?
Paul, y'all were talking about phase one, and so y'all think this might take 1, 2, 3 phases? But phase one is just to do with the concrete, or it's just one section of the land?
If you look at that plan, it's kind of, you see Surratt Alley and where the road kind of goes straight into where that Masonic Lodge was.
Like the back of the
The
lodge.
back of the lodge,
Uh-huh.
there's some parking and there's that two-way road. Kind of from there up to Main Street would be phase one, and the parking on the backside along the bayou and the,
Would be phase two.
would be phase two.
So phase
And the
one would be
boardwalk would
mostly
be phase two.
about Mr. George, the Blue Dog, and all the information.
Phase
right?
one would be the main
Would
part
be
of
the
the
park,
park.
Okay.
correct, yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Anyone else has questions?
So, thank you. I mean, we'd love your support, and we will certainly keep you updated, you know, as we go along.
Good luck.
So, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. We appreciate you coming this evening.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. The next agenda item is Warren White, fundraising chair for WECNA Harlem Ambassadors Professional Basketball Game, which will be held on February 13th, 2016. Thanks for being here, Warren.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. Well, I'm here on behalf of the Western Council Neighborhood Association. We presenting the Harlem Ambassador to at Westgate High School Gym in New Iberia, February 13th. Gentlemen, the tickets are $20. VIP tickets are $40. And you also can get it online, brownpaperbag.com. And I want to name some of the players that I picked for the team to play against the Harlem Ambassador. Larry Hinton from Community Bank, Parker Tillman from Iberia Medical Center, Phyllis Reed with Chase Bank, Gilbert Doc Thomas of Allstate, and also have some of the basketball players that graduated from Catlett High. And I also have sponsors. Our sponsors are Southern Mutual Association, Iberia Medical, Allstate, and anybody else, any other company would like to be on a sponsorship board, they can contact me. And it's $300 to be a sponsor, to be put on the board, and it would be displayed at the front entrance at the game. And the money that we make for this event is to go right back into the community, repair the elderly people home. They don't have to give any money. We repair their homes for them, the minor repairs, not major repairs. So,
I'm in support of what
And
you're
we-
doing, and I've been kind of following you along the way, and you've been telling me a lot about it. And I support you in any way possible. If there's anything else I could do, let me know, because it's nice.
yeah, we like for the whole Iberia Parish and the city to come out and support this event for us, because the money will be used for great cause and wisely. It won't be misused.
And $300 make you be like a charter member or something?
Well, you'll be put on a sponsorship board that we're gonna make, and your logo will be at the bottom. Western Council will be at the top, and the Harlem Ambassador supposed to be in the middle. And it'll be displayed on an easel right at the front entrance when people's coming in to the event. So you want to be a sponsor? Westgate
At what time?
at
Did you
7
wanna-
o'clock.
Did you want to give contact information
Yeah,
again?
that's
of-
what
Yeah.
So
I
if,
I can give each one of y'all one of these flyers.
and then if the public, did you give a website, where do they buy
Oh,
tickets? Did you
They
give a
could,
website?
yeah, they buy tickets at, forgive me, Community First Bank, and also in the city park. They can purchase a ticket. I forgot to say that, sorry about that.
And if they want to sponsor,
They can
what's
come-
your contact information since you're chair? You gotta,
My number's on here, my contact numbers is
for,
is
They're on the camera.
201-4515. Any company wanna be a sponsor, it's $300, and it'd be put on a sponsorship board. It'd be presented, be displayed at the front entrance of the event. So I'm gonna give each one of
Anyone
y'all
else has any questions?
one of y'all.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Warren.
y'all.
Very active in the
I think it'll be a great success.
community. You add a lot to the Western community, I tell you, there's a lot. I appreciate them, I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
them.
Thank you, Warren. Good job.
And he has
Thank
some
you.
people here with him, maybe you want to stand up.
He can introduce them if you'd like.
Appreciate it.
Warren, would you like to introduce the other members
Yes,
of the, that are with you?
Okay, we have, Robbie, Ms. Robbie Bethel,
Don't miss-
and Marlon Lewis, Crystal Beyonce, Miss Eva Lewis, and we also have a union council of, Carell. Well, I'm getting there. I'm almost getting my benefits. No. Well, thank y'all
Thank
for
you
letting me
very
come and
much.
speak on behalf of the Western Council Neighborhood Association. And I'm hoping that the parents in the city come out and support this big event for us. And it'll be a success. And
Thank
with y'all
you.
help too.
And if we don't come, we could give money.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Right.
please give money.
Give money if we don't come.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
see
Thank
that
you all
get
for
the
being
money.
here and for what you're doing for the community. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all very much.
Right, and the next resolution has to do, Madam Clerk will read it, but it has to do with, the city sponsoring, helping to sponsor this event by loaning them the building, the Slyman Theater, for a dinner. If you go ahead and read it.
A resolution authorizing use of the Slyman Theater Saturday, February 13, 2016, for the sponsorship supper for the Harlem Ambassadors Professional Basketball Team.
Motion.
Motion by Mr.
Second.
Lewis, second by Mr. Rack. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I just would like to say, you see, this is the way you do business. Because oftentimes in the past, our business got used out and stuff, and not coming before the council, but this is the way you handle business. We would like to make some money, but for worthy causes, we surely wanna waive any fees and stuff, but this is the way you do business. And I appreciate y'all coming and requesting it in a business fashion. And let me know y'all real serious about the nature of, what y'all doing. Thank you.
Now, the dinner is a fundraiser.
Yeah, I forgot to say
Come
that.
up.
I forgot something, sorry.
Sure, that's okay.
The VIP tickets is $40, and that's include even with the Hall of Ambassadors with us at this time,
Great,
you know.
thank you.
So I forgot to say that. So
And the
you got
event
some-
is after.
It's
the
after.
basketball.
It'll be about 9:45, cause I think the game gonna last about an hour to hour and 45 minutes, and they gonna have a halftime show. The Hall Ambassador, they gonna give a halftime show and stuff, and also be wrapping off an autograph ball. Would be take $1 chance for that, and bites that Walmart donated. Also have free rooms that Candlewood donated. I forgot all this.
That's okay.
So I have a lot of different things that different stores and companies donated stuff to this event.
And the date, one more time.
February 13th,
February
2016,
And the lunch,
7:00 p.m.
how much you gonna be for the luncheon?
Well, it's with the VIP. That's and I only have a limit
Okay.
because we don't want too many to be there. So it's only a limit.
Thank you.
So get them while it lasts.
Thank you very much. Okay, Madam Clerk, the next agenda item 4A is a resolution. Did we read it? Yeah, I got lost. Okay, I was doing it again. Okay, if you wanna vote your machines. Motion carries unanimously. The next agenda item is a resolution, Madam Clerk.
A resolution of appreciation to the Tesh Area Builders Association for their generous donations for the purchase of lights and decorations relative to Magic on Main.
Motion by Mr. Doyle and a second by Mr. Begno. Is there any discussion?
That's great.
Okay, if you have no objection, motion carries. And I want to thank, I don't know if you'd like to speak, Mr. Duca?
Dana.
Yeah, I'll read the resolution, and I want to thank you, and I also on behalf of the association, and I want to thank Phyllis Mata, who has taken on the directorship of the, taking care of the decorations downtown, and she's done a tremendous job. Everything's gonna be beautiful again this year. So thank you to both of you. Go ahead, I'll read the resolution after.
All right. Yeah, well, it's our pleasure to sponsor anything downtown, and, you know, our main objection is to, you know, promote New Iberia. And you know, downtown is so beautiful. You know, if you close your eyes and remember 20 years ago, it was a ghost town downtown. And, you know, through the Main Street Committee that New Iberia has, you know, Ms. Jane Brew has really beefed up downtown, and, you know, there's restaurants and taverns, and, you know, everything in downtown is beautiful. So anything we bring people to visit New Iberia and make it, you know, show off our, what we have to offer and our beauty and our heritage, it's our pleasure from the Home Village to do that. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I did leave Jane Bowe out. I'm sorry, Jane. Jane is our Main Street manager, and she works diligently with the rest of the organizations that participate, and we appreciate it. I will read the resolution. Whereas the illumination of the Christmas lights and the Christmas decorations in the city of New Iberia captures the spirit of the holidays, and whereas such joy and goodwill are promoted through the strings of lights and tinsel glittered decorations, and whereas these strings of lights and tinsel glittered decorations are what makes magic on Main, now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and the board of trustees deeply appreciates the donations by the Tesh Areas Builders Association for their generous donations toward the purchase of lights and decorations to Magic on Main during the Christmas season. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. What? Okay, next agenda item, Madam Clerk, Resolution 4C.
A resolution authorizing the execution of a cooperative endeavor agreement with the 16th Judicial District Attorney's Office for the transfer of surplus property to the City of New Iberia Parks and Recreations Department.
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Begno,
Second.
second by Ms. Roban. Is there any discussion? Any objection? No objection, motion carries. The last agenda item is a budget amendment, and we have Ms. Segura here this evening to review it with you. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, we'll read the ordinance.
An ordinance amending the ordinance levying certain taxes, appropriating funds necessary to defray the expenses and liabilities of the City of New Iberia for the year 2015-2016.
Do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Begno, second by Mr. Lewis. And we'll have the discussion as Kimberly goes through it, in case you have questions.
The first budget adjustment for fiscal 16, essentially it does a couple of things, but the main thing is there's two areas that we needed to provide for carryovers. One was in the bunker gear that was appropriated in the fire department in last year's budget. They had not spent approximately $17,000, so that first one is reappropriating that $17,000 in fiscal 16. And also there was some money that was given to the park to provide for playground enhancements, and that money was received in last fiscal year and was not spent. So this money, we're proposing to carry that over into fiscal 16's budget as well. That amount is $17,981. The remainder of the adjustment is we actually had a retiree that passed away at the end of October, so it's providing for taking that pension payment out of the budget. So, no, it was not an employee. It was a beneficiary of a retiree from the old police pension fund. Yes, sir.
Any questions? Okay, I'll ask you to please vote your machines. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Segura. We appreciate it. And the next are our announcements. The city council meeting will be held Tuesday, December 15th, and the annual Christmas parade will be Saturday, December the 12th. And I think Ms. Roban has some information for us concerning other events that day.
Yes, on December 12th, the day of the Christmas parade, is going to be a big day this year. The Downtown Business Association is putting on Magic on Main. They're going to have the farmers market from 7 to 11 in the morning. There's going to be downtown and by the gazebo, bowling plaza and all that. There's gonna be music, face painting, food trucks, activities for kids, fun jump, vendors, arts and crafts. There's gonna be, you'll be able to take, your kids are gonna be able to take pictures with the characters from Frozen from 1 to 3. And there's gonna be a costume contest. And whoever wins the contest gets to actually ride in the Christmas parade. From 3 to 5, the Louisiana kids are gonna be performing by the gazebo. At 5:30, we're gonna light the tree here at City Hall. Then, all day that day, there's also gonna have the Very Berry Christmas Quest going on. That's gonna be put on by On Tap, the Chamber, and Armentars. And what it is you can go, we did it last year. Actually, my child won the grand prize, so it's worth it. You go to the chamber between 9 and 12 to sign up, and basically it's like a little scavenger hunt all over town. A bunch of businesses invest in this program, and what it is your kids go to all these different businesses across town and do these activities. And you have a card, and it gets punched every time they do an activity. And once you have 7 punches, you can go to the Landscape Ranch, which is the last destination. And they do, last year over there, I want to say we decorated a plant or something, I don't remember. But anyway, but that's where they do the drawing. And they have like 3 or 4 good raffle items. The top prize is a $500 gift certificate to Armentar Jewelry. So that's a really fun thing. Like I said, we enjoyed it last year, and it's only $10 per child, and it lasts all day, and it's just really interactive with the community. It's really fun. And then also, last but not least, Panat Zonamine and Envisions Iberia, they have just pretty much wrapped up their Window Wonderland project downtown Main Street. So if you have time this month, please go check out the windows. They look really great, and enjoy what our shops have to offer. And that's about it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Mayor, I just, for those that may catch our meetings in the morning, I would like to, Wednesday, December the 2nd, Iberia Parish School Board member Kenneth Lockett's services will be at 11 p.m. at St. Edward's Catholic Church here in New Iberia. The viewing will be in St. Mary Parish, his birthplace, at Jones Funeral Home from 7 a.m. until 8:45 a.m. And Jones Funeral Home is located on Main Street in Franklin. I had the pleasure of serving with them as a school board member. And if I had anything just to say about him, when you look at Westgate football field, Nish football field, Lorville's football field, he was very persistent. That came from Kenneth Lockett, persistence. And the board went along with placing that in their last bond issue. That was Kenneth Lockett. That was Kenneth Lockett. So with that said, a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.